here for a few minutes. Usually I don't like to get too clinical with patients or with docs. I'm more of a marketing mind. But here's the thing, and I'm probably going to piss some people off here, and that's fine. I'll probably alienate a few of you. Leading cause of death in the United States right now is not heart disease. Okay, it's not cancer. It's inflammation. Okay, inflammation is the leading cause of death in the United States right now. Okay, because you look at the top 10. Okay, heart disease, cancer, diabetes, respiratory issues, stroke, Alzheimer's. Okay, inflammation is the root cause. Now, what causes inflammation? What spikes inflammation in the body? Okay, that's what you have to ask yourself. Okay, sugar. All right, we know that. I'm gonna park here and wrap this up. Sugar, toxins, stress, sensitivities. Okay. There's a lot of things. Dehydration. There's a lot of things that spike inflammation in the body. So my question to you is, what are you doing to deflame and detoxify patients? Okay, what are you? Here's where I'm gonna piss some people off. If all you're doing is adjusting that patient, okay, because this is how I was 14 years ago. I thought subluxations killed people. All right, and I was on a mission to find and correct subluxations. Okay, that's all I did. And if that's all you do, you're missing a big chunk. And BJ would tell you that. Chemical, physical, and emotional. What are you doing to address the chemical cause? You gotta ask yourself. You gotta deal with it. I got so frustrated when patients would come in and their low back would hurt, and here they set, you know, a 2-liter Mountain Dew, well, not 20 ounce a Mountain Dew, on this table next to the adjusting table. They say, "Why, doc? Why am I not feeling better? Why do I still hurt?" And here's this Mountain Dew. I'm like, I got to do better. As the doctor, I'm missing the boat with this patient. If I let them leave and they go to McDonald's, or I had a patient once that she was like, "We're gonna stop at Holiday and get dinner for the kids." Holiday's where I'm at, it's a gas station. So they're stopping at a frickin' gas station for supper. I let it go because I thought that I'm a chiropractor. Okay, I adjust subluxations. Okay, but I that's not enough. Okay, so I thought, I got to do something. So we got in this arena of functional medicine and nutrition. We started objectively testing. I use food testing as an objective way to get this patient back to a paleo approach, a ketogenic approach of leans and greens, nuts and seeds, eggs and beans. I know that if I can show them black and white, this is your master food list. And by the way, I don't have gluten on it. Just because the lab is testing for gluten doesn't mean gluten is a health food. So gluten is not on my master food list. Okay, does that make sense? So it's an objective tool. It's a third-party analysis. Third party, when I can show a patient that you should not be eating this, and this, and this, what happens? They comply. When compliance goes up, clinical results go up. When clinical results go up, you get more referrals and this thing just snowballs. But I just cannot let another patient come in with poor choices of what they're consuming. And guys, right now, I know I'm preaching the choir here, but 71% of the country is overweight or obese. It's going to be 80% by 2020. Okay? It's just, we're trending in the wrong direction. We have an autoimmune epidemic. Okay? 50 million Americans with an autoimmune condition. That's like 1 in every 6 people. How many of you guys know somebody with MS or rheumatoid or lupus? Celiac. There's so many people with these autoimmune. There's 140 varieties of an autoimmune condition. We have this ADHD dilemma. God, there's so many things that it's just the standard American diet is just taking its toll. Okay, And I had a patient not too long ago. He's like, okay, he's got to go gluten-free. So he emailed me this list. Okay, gluten-free Cheerios, gluten-free crackers, gluten-free bagels, gluten-free that. I'm like, just because it's gluten-free doesn't mean it's healthy. Doesn't mean you can go buy up a bunch of processed crap that's built in a lab, is manufactured food. It's not even real food. I tried to tell him. I'm like, yeah, just because I had to steer him back to my master food list. This is what I want you consuming: leans and greens, nuts and seeds, eggs and beans. Choose from my list. Just because I say, hey, we have to go gluten-free because you're active to gluten, doesn't mean I'm going to go buy a bunch of gluten-free bagels and a bunch of gluten-free cereals that still have 27 ingredients. If a food has 27 ingredients, it's not a food. It's built. So anyway, I'm kind of on a rant here today, but understand that the leading cause of death is not heart disease, it's not cancer, it's inflammation. We have an inflammation epidemic, and you got to trace where that's coming from. And my personal opinion is that if you adjust and you adjust and you adjust, and that's all you do, not saying that that's bad, or that the adjustment itself is, I'm not downplaying the power of the adjustment. I'm saying that we need to do more as a doctor. Okay, because if you're adjusting them and they leave and they have a crappy diet and they're making crappy choices and they're drinking 2 liters of Mountain Dew every day, I believe that as a doctor, you're missing the boat. You are failing that patient. Okay, and I've been on both sides. Okay, and 14 years ago, I was like I said, I was subluxation based. I was straight. I was principled. That was it. But I could not sleep at night, knowing that these patients were making these crappy choices, and that we have this inflammation epidemic that's causing so many people to just deteriorate and degenerate. And you've heard my story. My mom died 4 or 5 years ago, aortic dissection, basically heart disease, 62 years old, early 60s. My dad's got cancer. He's probably not going to see the end of 2018. My wife's mom has MS. My wife's dad has Alzheimer's. The 60s and 70s. My grandparents lived into their 90s. What's happening? Our lifespans are getting shorter. My kids probably won't live as long as me because of the standard American diet and how everything is just wrecked. So, better choices. And we can educate patients on better choices. We can put the objective testing in place as tools to get them to comply at a higher rate versus, hey, Mary, here's a list of fruits, here's a list of vegetables, choose from this list. They're not going to comply. When they put some money into it, and when there's a third-party analysis looking at the blood work, now they comply. I can't tell you how many people have come to me, and I'm their 6th, 7th, 8th doctor they've been to, and they've been to other chiropractors, and these other chiropractors just give them a generic food list. That failed them because they're still eating the wrong foods because there was no testing involved. And yeah, anyway, I'm gonna rant. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna let you go. But yeah, if you have questions, private message me. If you want to comment, feel free to comment. But hope I didn't alienate some of you that are just principled, straight, 100% subluxation based. If that's you, that's fine. But for me, I couldn't sleep at night. So, all right, guys, have a great day. Talk to you soon.